Good afternoon. This is like part 6 or part 2 of however you want to break this shit down of me uh, encountering the Hecate, also known as my evil death experiences. Okay. I'm gonna begin this. I had a realization that you can be your past, present, and future all at once, and you can tap into multiple quantum versions of you in different dimensions. And I used to think all this shit was not real, what I was visioning and doing, and or just dreaming. And now I'm realizing that there is a jail in the universe that you can go to, or a prison that you can go to, called reincarnation or revelation. Well, not revelation, but it's a place similar to those two. And they house like different embodiments of entities that governs and dictates your past, present, and future. And I don't know how I discovered that place in the first place, but now I'm realizing what I did was pretty fucked up. And now I'm like, I guess I'm being called out for it. So I have to explain how all this shit started without sounding crazy, so that you can learn from me and you can't make the same mistakes as I did. Because at the end of the day, we're all gods. We're all something. We're all spirits. And it's totally up to you how you tap into your alpha and your omega. And your mother and your father. So sometimes I go back and forth between my father and between my mother and myself. I go within myself. Sometimes I don't really need to, I don't want to really hear from them because they give me the same advice, same type of lessons over and over again. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I know I gotta go through the cycle of completion. But I want to go beyond light and beyond darkness. I want to rip that veil between the spirit world and the dream world and earth to make it one. But I realize I can't really do it alone. It takes a certain type of group of people to do that. I'm just learning that Hecate was just trying to warn me about what's to come. Like, I keep getting like, oh, a storm is coming. I mean, like, what type of storm? What do you mean a storm is coming? And I'll always often see a storm in the back of my dreams. Like, the back of the atmosphere. Or wherever I'm in a timeline or whatever. And it's always storming. So I'm guessing like maybe an apocalypse will rise up, a new age, a new beginning, a new cycle is coming. And she's teaching me to learn to not read my tarot cards, but read them within my mind and channel my inner self. to help the 144 people that's coming. But at the same time, I'm doing it all wrong. I'm trying to crucify myself. So when I'm in crucifixion, when I'm within, or when I'm in Babylon, or in Baal, I should be able to tap in to that frequency. And I'm not there yet. They say I'm not ready. I got more ego's death to come. I got more out with the old and in with the new to begin. I literally have 444 on me. And it's like, I don't know how to govern my mother, govern my two mothers, because they're both always arguing. The body mother of me, which is myself, argues with the internal mother within. And then somehow my father comes in and consumes and possesses and tries to govern my vision. And I'm like, no, stop doing that. You know I'm right. You know this is the way to go. This is the best option for them, for those that to come to be awakened in knowledge. And, oh, here comes my big brother who's within me, protecting me when I'm out in this world. Saying, oh, don't do that. Don't do this. Oh, you're going to regret it. But then also he's giving me courage to do what I'm supposed to do and what I'm able to become. Because at the end of the day, he wants to see me succeed and not fail. He's not here to, harm me. Even though in the beginning, when I first discovered all of this, I had dreams where I was, being abused by him. I was physically being abused in the astral world. And I couldn't control who I was and who I wanted to be because everybody was cornering me into being every title that they could think of. And it's like that in this life again. And I'm always going back to the space where I'm lying on the stone and I see this man looking at me, which is him, the guy that been abusing me subconsciously and physically in the astral world. You can get abused there. So don't think that you're a victim of these gods pimping you out. Because that's what they do. They pimp you out. They know that you know that you're a god, but they don't know that you're awakened fully yet. Like me, I'm aware that I am a one or a goddess, but I'm not fully into my existence yet, or my transportation, but my transition yet. Yeah, I'm transporting right now to a different place. I haven't arrived there yet. There's still steps to go to. And I'm pretty much thankful that I was selected to be a part of this, whatever this is. I still don't like titles. I'm more into sounds and frequencies and numbers than anything, than titles. I can give a fuck about titles. Shit, what's the meaning behind it though? Are you acting to ponder? So, I am nothing and everything all at once. I am Frank. Let me be frank with you, like you tell me. And I learned that in order for these gods to select you, you gotta be vulnerable. You gotta be in a vulnerable place. Or you gotta make yourself uncomfortable. And I'm good at making myself uncomfortable. Or I've gotten good at accepting uncomfortable. It took me a long time. I want to say like 7 years. Within those 7 years, you know, a new life, a new completion arise, and you have to rise out of that storm. Oh, that's what he means. Another storm is coming. So, I guessing another lesson that I have to step into in order to be my full enlightenment. I guess I don't really want to be a luminous. It's not about that. It's not about shining. It's not about being a knowledge. Right? It's none of that. It's technically about understanding who you are and where you came from and how you got here. Because I know that I don't want to keep reincarnating over and over and over and over again, which is at this point it's the same lesson each life, just different timelines, different people, but some people are not aware of who they are, and you're like they're asleep, and you're just watching them sleep throughout this whole. It feels like you're just lucid as fuck, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't wake them up. But there are some that knows who you are, and then there are those that come after you because you are awakened, which is happening to me. I have agents coming after me, like even though I'm not supposed to talk about them, I don't know if I could have the okay to talk to them, because they can dictate your moves and know where you're about to head and going, and know how much money you gotta make before you even got to this planet. So, like I said before, like everything is pre-recorded before you got here. You just gotta be lucid with it. It's crazy. And it's like all the gods are just like fighting. There's about like 80,000, well, 12,000 to 80,000 gods, maybe like 130 gods. And there's only 1,000 and something religion. And it's the same story and over. It's just, I don't know, whitewash. I'm sorry. All of it is whitewash. And all they did was just take it from the Egyptians to the Greeks and to Babylon to the Sumerians, and really they just took it from Atlantis and tried to create their own version. And I'm like, the fuck? I'm more than what they put out there. Like, how do you not know that these gods were kids, became a teen to become an adult? You know? Like, they don't talk about that part. They don't talk about how they got here. But they talk about how they finish. And the in-between. And some of the stories is not like the full-on version. Some of these gods are asleep and they hold their own memories, and they can't. They're silent. They're in a nut house right now. All of them. Like, literally trapped in jackets in their minds. That's how I was there for a while. I'm still there. I go back and forth from time to time when I want to shut down or not really think about this stuff, because at the end of the day, I still don't think it's real. But then again, Ohio showed me that this shit was real when the explosion happened, and I didn't need to do that. Honestly, I thought I was just visioning that shit. Oh, I'm just bullshitting. I didn't do that. I just envisioned a cloud, like a black cloud, with a bird in the inside, and then it was glowing like a phoenix, I guess. I'm guessing that's where it was born, or just awakened. And I probably would get in trouble for that shit, or saying that shit. But anyway, I don't care. Um, I think this video might reach a certain amount of people anyway. Probably like 10 people who associate with my timeline. But yeah. I really need to sit down and go live to talk more about this, because doing these little video diaries or whatever is not long enough. I'm only recording like 30 minutes to an hour, half an hour. And I kind of want to go long, like maybe a whole day even, or do maybe like a 2-part type live to talk about it. But I feel like the more I keep doing this, I'm gonna forget what I'm saying, and I have to go back to each video or what I said before to remind myself that I already said that. But nevertheless, I might still repeat myself, and it's okay. Maybe I'm learning something new within those repetitions, like those repeats. Why'd I put repetition? What? I don't know what that is. Anyways. That didn't matter, but yeah. I'm starting to learn, like, why certain things happen. And I say it's best to catch your lessons earlier than later. That's what I'm learning. And I'm learning that in this life, I need to forgive myself. Because nobody's gonna save me at the end of the day but myself. That's what I tried to look for. It was somebody to save me, to help me understand who I am, because I don't know who I am, but now I know who I am. And some people are mad about it, that I'm awake, and I don't think I was supposed to be awoken. But if I wasn't supposed to be awoken, I would not know what I know today. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense where I am today. But it just wouldn't. But still, they're kind of like trying to put me back to sleep. And I'm like, I'm walking like a zombie sometime, or an NPC. And I'm like, I have to be survival mode. Like, I have to put toxicity on me so they don't smell my enlightenment. Because I feel like sometimes when they do smell it or be around it, they act so crazy. They act like they're under a spell. Or like the moon is controlling them. Or like maybe my moon is controlling them. And they don't know how to respond to my awakeness, to my awareness. And I think these two people that I've been watching, and they've been watching me spiritually, they can probably describe my face on the next video of how I look without me actually putting my face on YouTube. I'm trying to avoid putting my face on YouTube. That's the only platform that I don't want my face on. Every other platform I'm okay with. Like, I'm on TikTok, but you're gonna have a hard time finding me unless you really know me and how I think of what I would name myself, given to my YouTube channel. So yeah, um, yeah, it's crazy how, like, I told myself, like, what happened if I was fully to transform, like, to transcend, to fully be the phoenix that I am? How would people react? How would earth, nature, anything, or yeah, just anything react? How would my own mother from within react to me? Because she's already saying, like, oh, you think you know who you are? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who I am. I just know I'm not who you think I am. I'm not who my father thinks I am. You know, you, I look at them as, Adam and Eve, you know, Aphrodite and Adonis, power couple. And, you got my two mothers are Diana and Lilith. So I'm just now figuring that shit out. I'm like, oh, damn. Well, actually, no. It's not Diana and Lilith. I mean, it could be. They go by many names. But the most I know is Hermes' mother. She's the one who dropped me here. So, and I'm like, okay, no wonder Sagittarius are connected to me. Or Virgos, really. Or why they like my energy or some shit like that. I'm a Taurus. I'm a mess. And I'm sorry in advance. There are gonna be times where y'all gonna see me like, or hear me being pissed off, and I'm just letting all my ancestors express themselves. They're tired. They're done of me trying to hide them and dimming my light so that other people can live comfortably around me and abuse me. I'm like, I'm just the abused goddess. Now I'm starting to understand what Mother Nature is feeling. She feels abused by the father. And, but at the same time, I put myself out there. I put myself out there into the void, into the ether and the unknown, so I can understand him and my mother, so I can understand myself. And I'm like, okay, mother, you need to be saved. I got you. Like, I can be your savior. I got you. Let me figure it out for you so that you don't have to figure it out. That's what you want me to do. And I get paid for it. But now you're paying me for it. It works out in the end. I'm trying to help you understand you, so you can become the enlightenment. I don't need the title. I can give a fuck about the title. I told myself at the end of the day, I can drop all this shit. I can drop face to the earth where nobody finds me. But I'm gonna do that when I'm like 40. And maybe like well financed. Hopefully. I think by like when I'm 35 I'll be financially stable. I'm okay now, but I'm in survival mode. It's like flight or night at this point. And I want to do this because I have a passion for it, but not to make money off of it. And I know that there's that 20% who don't know who they are, because the other 40% or 90% is just keeping it a secret and being the gatekeeper and making profits off of it, which I totally understand. Again, you gotta live. But now I'm going to be that 20% to seek for them and seek for this shit for free. And that's what I'm going to do. Even though I do accept donations, but it can be like $1 or some shit. Less than that if you want. Maybe a penny. But whatever helps. I don't know why, but I hate doing that part. I hate asking for things when I know I should, like, I'm trying to be patient of waiting for reflection. I need people that can relate to this to hear me out. Because I want to help you at the end of the day. I'm helping myself, yes, of, remembering who I am so that you can remember who you are. So that you can have something to fall back onto and don't have to work this hard to remember who you are. Yeah, it is steps to it, yes. You got to go through the process of finding out who you are and where you belong and who you want to be and who you want to become. But why does somebody gotta live this long to work this hard to get there? And I'm like, I don't think that there's always loops to certain things, but this type of stuff, it ain't really no loops. You just gotta go through it. You just gotta go through those double doors. You gotta go through those portals to understand you. You gotta go through each planet's inside of you and outside of you to understand the moon. Moon is motion. Moon is emotion. It dictates your emotion. It governs where your emotions to either it flows like the ocean or like it sinks when the sun is about to go down. That tidal thing that it does. And when the moon is full at its finest, and it knows who it is and where it belongs to, and it knows what it governs, then you should be lucid as hell. You should be lucid as hell. And I'm getting the idea of what lucid is. That's real power. That's real earth-like magic. That is the closest thing to real magic, is being lucid, to be awakened, to be acknowledged, to aware. Tap into, being present. Breathe in, breathe out, yell, scream, go fuck somebody. I don't know, moan a little bit. A little touch goes a long way. And I'm starting to understand that sexual energy. You can translate it into something or transparent into something else. You don't have to always sit there and feel shame that because that's what you like. It's not a sin. Nothing we do on this earth is a sin. What was put here to shown to us in the light was made for us in the dark. So it's okay to be your father one day. It's okay to be evil one day. It's okay to be bad one day. It's okay to be good. It's okay to be nasty. It's okay to be sweet. It's okay to be kind. Nobody is judging you. The only thing that is judging you is you. And that's when you really gotta get an ego check or an ego death. And tell your ego to shut the fuck up and sit down. Because you don't know shit. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing of us. You only know anything of us because of what people perceive of you, what people have shown you. You is not what they told you you are. You is none of it. You is everything and nothing all at once. You is anything who you want to become. Mother can't stop you. The father cannot stop you. Although they may try, they cannot predict what their daughter does in the light and in darkness. Although they may try to stop you, go for it. Try if you want to. Give me your best shot. But at the end of the day, you need to humble yourself and be graceful. Not take advantage of this new foundation or like this new power or gift, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You cannot abuse it. You gotta protect it so that you can give it to those who really need it, so that you can awaken others as well. And I feel like sometimes when I'm venting like this, it's all of me and everything within me speaking out from experience. Man, I talk a lot in this video about a lot of shit. But like I said, I want to break them more down into live videos. But if I can get more people to listen to these videos and get more likes, and hopefully AI can really see me or hear me. Like, I'm not trying to piss these agents off or anybody else off that knows that I'm awakened and knows that I'm trying to help others to be awakened. Like, Olden wants an eye for an eye. That's all he wants. I need my eye. He needs it too, apparently. He likes my vision. He likes how I think and where I'm going with it. I must be doing something right. I gotta be. I'm hoping. I mean, if I know I'm doing something wrong, I'm gonna expose myself. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not hiding no more. The fact that, like, all these people just came into my mind and took all my ideas. It's time for me to wake up just like how Mother is waking up. Maybe I am Mother. Maybe I am, who they're speaking of that's awakening. And they know everybody is about to get their comeuppance. But no, I'm not about to get no revenge on nobody, on nothing. I already got a plan. How about I just, reset everybody karma? Nobody gets a karma for a whole year. How about that? If I had the power to do that. Let's just say this is real. I mean, in a way it is, because if you're seeing it within you, and it's being shown within you telepathically, then it might be real. But anyway, if you like today's video, make sure that when I put these audios together, I realize it's gonna be longer than what it is. I don't know, I might make it a separate video and call it a different title. So it'll be longer series, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a like. I really appreciate the algorithm. I really appreciate I appreciate the algorithm, yes, because I'm hoping you can put me in it. Give me some views, honestly. You told me to imagine to manifest anything I want. So what I did today was I was like, I kind of want people to hear me out, but it's okay if they don't. I understand, like, all this shit is crazy, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, I'll catch you next time on a different video, a different topic. I think I'm going to talk about the wolf now, but I'm still learning from him, or her. Yeah, until then. Oh, did you know that the word phoenix come from these two goddesses? One is called Sophine, or and the other one is called Nyx, or Night, or Nike. The goddess Night. I'm just now learning that in my head.